Hello, we are cooking meringue cookies with Mr. Tolley, including egg whites and sugar, and cooking with Avinn Tolley. You need 5 eggs and a cup of sugar.
Okay, good.
You need to separate your eggs and maybe have an adult help you separate them without getting any of the yellow stuff in.
So how do I separate them, Avinn?
You take your hands or the shell and you toss them back and forth until there's nothing but yellow stuff left in your egg or your hand. Next, we're gonna mix our egg whites. You can use a hand mixer or a draw mixer. Stand mixer. Right now, we're gonna use a stand mixer.
What speed at, Avinn?
2.
A little faster.
3, I guess, then. We're gonna add sugar until it's so stiff that I can lift it over my head upside down.
Are we gonna mix it again or just leave it as it is?
Mix it up. Can I turn it?
Yep.
What number?
Just a little slow to start. All right, now all the way up.
Stiff?
Is it ready?
I think.
Would that fall on your head if we turned it upside down?
I think yes.
Needs to keep going.
That's stiff. How do we get that off?
All right, Avinn, does it look ready?
Yeah.
Should Daddy hold it over his head?
No, my head!
But do you want to get egg yolk in your head or do you want Daddy to be the one who gets egg yolk on his head?
I want you.
Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Ready? All right, here we go. Let's see. Perfect. It's right. You did it right.
You can use parchment paper or seal pads to cover your your tray.
So what am I using right now, Avinn?
My dad's using a bag to make our meringue cookies.
What kind of tip am I using?
A star tip. If you don't have a bag like my dad does, you can just use a Ziploc bag, but make sure you cut it into the shape of a star, like my dad's star tip.
Am I putting them close together, Avinn, or far apart?
Far apart. You should put them, how many feet would that
And it's a couple inches.
You should put them a couple inches apart. Can I do this?
Yeah. So really quick, let me explain. So guys, when you're doing this, if you start by making a nice base and then kind of pull up, you can get almost like a Hershey's Kiss shape. All right, you gotta get up tall to do it. So why don't you get ready, and I'll let you do it when you're ready.
I'll do this trace. You do that.
So I'm gonna try one. Okay, why don't you do one? Sure. Why don't you do one over there?
So I'm going to try out one on the other tray.
Hold it back so it doesn't squeeze out the top. Hold it, one hand back here. Now squeeze at the bottom. There you go. Point it at the ground. Push really hard. Make a big circle. And pull up. There you go. While she's washing her hands, I'm going to put some more in. So when we cook these, we are not,
Okay, I'll wash.
when we cook these, we're not really cooking them, we're drying them out because we don't want them to cook. So our oven is set very low. The recipe says 220 degrees for many hours. So that's what we're gonna do. We're setting it for 220 degrees. We're just gonna let it kind of cook for a couple of hours.
You said no cooking.
So Avinn, what does this remind you of? What kind of food?
It sort of reminds me of like twisted cookies.
What's the food that you said you've had these before and it tastes like something? What does it taste like?
So meringue cookies, if you use the kind of thing we're using, you can make it taste like marshmallow.
Which is true because meringue and marshmallows are very similar to each other. Here, I'll hold the back. Right there. Now squeeze. This is a good one to do with your parents because they can help you get it all nice and right. So here are Avinn's finished cookies. You can see ours spread out a little bit more than we wanted them to, which means we could have whipped these a little bit more to get them a little bit sturdier. A couple of them cracked, which happens. But yeah, this is a meringue cookie. Hope you guys enjoy.